Hi guys, Tech James here. In this video I'll be showing you guys how to play Game Boy and Game Boy Color ROMs on any R4 card. So the first thing you want to do is just take the SD card out of your R4, connect it to the SD card adapter, and then connect this to your PC. Right guys, so once you're on your PC and your R4's SD card is connected, all of the links will be in the description for this video. The first link is just the emulator itself. It's called GameBoy DS version 0.12 and it was updated in 2009, so a pretty old emulator right here, but this is the latest one for the R4s. So all you want to do is you want to go ahead and just click this link right here to start your download. So if you don't have any ROMs, you can also download some. I'll leave two links in the description. The first link right here is for the original Nintendo Game Boy. You guys can just choose whatever games you want. And the second link here is for the Game Boy Color. So once you've downloaded the emulator and the ROMs of your choice, head over to your downloads folder. So here is my emulator and then here are all of my ROMs. With the ROMs, all you want to do is select them, right click and then do extract here. You can then go ahead and delete the zip file. So now you want to create two folders. So you want to create a folder that's called GBC. And then if you've got any original Game Boy ROMs, you want to create a folder that's just called GB. Then you just sort your ROMs out, so put your original Game Boy ROMs in the GB folder and then your Game Boy Color ROMs in the Game Boy Color folder. So once you've got two folders like this, all you want to do is create another folder and call it ROMs. So drag these two files in and now this folder will go on the root of your SD card. Now you want to put an emulator on your SD card, so all you have to do, right click the zip file, extract here, and this is the file we want to drag across, lameboy.nds. Just drag it across to the root. So now on your SD card you should have the lameboy.nds file and the ROMs folder with your games in. So now I'm going to head over to my DS and show you guys how to launch up the games. So I'm going to be using my original Nintendo DS for this video, but this will work on every single DS console, including the 3DS and 2DS. Right guys, so once you're on your DS, go ahead and just launch up your R4. You can now find lameboy.nds on your R4's home screen, so all you want to do is just press A to boot into it. Right guys, from here you just want to scroll down and then press A on ROMs. Now you can pretty much just choose any game you want. I'm going to go into the Game Boy Color ROM section and I'm going to boot up Super Mario Bros. Deluxe. So the game is just going to start as normal, but as you can see the screen is rather small. So to get into the new option, all you have to do is press R. Once you press R, you can scroll across to the display option right here. All you want to do is just scroll down to scaling, and from here you can change it. So as you can see, if I change it to 1.5, the screen is going to get bigger, but what I like it on is full screen, so I'm just going to change that again. And as you can see, the game is now playing in full screen. So you can navigate through the options just by pressing R, save the game here in settings, there's a log here as well. But all you want to do is scroll down and then press A to continue. So now the game is playing full, so let me just start a quick game. Original, new file. So the game runs perfectly fine. Actually, if I go into settings, I can turn an FPS counter on. I believe it's in, is it in emulation? Display settings, there you go, show FPS. Turn that on. So if you guys can see down there, the game is running at a solid 60 FPS. You'll rarely notice a frame rate drop with Game Boy Color games, and the same with Game Boy games because they're even easier to run. So yeah, this emulator is actually really good. Probably one of the best emulators that you can get for the R4. So if you guys want to switch games, all you have to do is just press R to open up that menu again. You can now go up to exit, or you can save the game if you want, or you can just go to exit without saving. Now we can launch a new game, so let's go ahead and go back. Let's go into original Game Boy and let's launch Pokemon Red version. So it is the original Pokemon Red running in 60 FPS. You can just press R again and change the settings if you wish. You can also change the colours, which is pretty cool. You can also change the game screen from top to bottom, it's entirely up to you. But yeah guys, that is pretty much it for this video. So that is how you run Game Boy Color and Game Boy games on your R4 card. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.